Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. Before we begin this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9995. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. I think this is video 298. So in a couple of days, we'll hit 300. Can you imagine that? I mean, I started out this year with 4 videos. 4 videos. And actually, no. I apologize. 4 subscribers. But I think I had about 15 videos. And now in less than a year, I've actually have almost 300 videos on my YouTube channel at Back on Basics 9985. And so, I'm happy. I'm excited. These are the things that motivate me. Like, and so, thank you to all of you that watch the videos. Thank you to all of you that you have subscribed, which is 250 of you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you for those who leave comments. Thank you for those who leave likes. Thank you for those who leave the do not like, because it actually makes me look at how I can adapt and make it a little bit better, so that way you can get the information that you need and move forward. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? We can't please everybody. And that's one of the things that I will do a video on later on. But today we're talking about getting to know yourself again. Why? Because once you get to know yourself, then you can actually start looking at the things that trigger memories, or the things that trigger physical reactions whenever you do or you don't do something. It's amazing. I have been actually sitting just in the moment, just thinking out loud or thinking about things that make me sad, make me angry, make me frustrated, make me anxious, make me down, make me feel down. So I think of those things, and then I actually take one of those and I sit on it. It's kind of like meditation, right? It's like focusing. It's like focused, mind focused. And so I focus on the fact that I'm angry at something. And I try to visualize whatever thing, person, place, event, memory I'm frustrated or angry at. And so I go back and forth, because guess what? It's past. In the past, right? It's in the past. You still have remainders of how you reacted that original time. And if you haven't brought it up as often as some of the big events, then your emotions, your reactions to thinking about this event that you don't like, that you get angry at, will bring out those emotions again. That's what happens with post-traumatic stress disorder. There's an event that happens, right? That. So, I mean, it is so traumatic that it takes sometimes a whole lifetime, or sometimes it takes years to not have a very, I'm going to call it extreme reaction to that past event that started it all, right? And so for me, I can give you my example. I have PTSD. I mean, every time I think about some of the things that I saw in during the Civil War, goosebumps. I can feel them right now. Oh goodness, I just have to say it. And I am happy, because before it wasn't just that. Before I was anxious. Before when I was younger, I just had to push myself through, because I felt like if I sat on being anxious or being angry, or being unhappy or being down, I wouldn't get out of bed. I wouldn't do the things that I wanted to do. And you know what? And that actually kind of commingles, right, with your daily life. And so a lot of lost opportunities that I've had to talk to people, to do the things that I wanted to do, but I didn't because I was holding myself back, because I was angry, because I was feeling bad, and everything goes back to, for me, not everything, to PTSD. It's post-traumatic stress disorder, right? I mean, my anxiety would elevate. I would just sit and just think and think and think and not do anything, not move. I mean, I used to listen to a lot more music. I mean, what I said, I would always, I would always use about 3 to 5 batteries each week, or 6 batteries each week, because I would listen to music. I would lose myself in music. Why? Because one is one of my favorite things, and two, because honestly, I can get away from what was making me anxious and what was making me stress and what was making me feel down. And so I would listen, and I would listen, and I would listen, and I would listen. You can ask my younger brother, my only brother. I mean, I would sing out loud. We would share a room. He remembers when I listened to like Def Leppard, when I listened to Metallica, when I listened to, Ice-T. I listened to like Two Live Crew. I listened to NWA. I mean, I listened to what else? Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. And then I listened to things like Cannibal Corpse. I listened to Linkin Park. May he rest in peace, ladies and gentlemen. Linkin Park. Oh, see? You see the change that I have? It's because I haven't processed the singer for Linkin Park. And it's been years. And I'm telling you, I get goosebumps every time I think about it, because he was such a great singer. I mean, he had a lot of things going on, but inside his head, he didn't see that. And that's what I'm trying to help you with. So that way you know who you are. So you know what gets you mad and angry and depressed and sad and anxious and happy and excited and motivated. I mean, you can look at both spectrums. Some people, they go through a lot and they can't see it. They only see the negative. And I mean, and he actually committed suicide. And I mean, we can look back a little bit more. Kurt Cobain, right, for Nirvana, another one of my favorite groups. It's a lot. Sometimes people can't handle it. And so we have to know ourselves in order for us to sit in the yucky stuff and the things that we hate and the things that we don't like. So that way we can look to see how our bodies react to it. Again, I can tell you the goosebumps. I can tell you that PTSD, yes. I mean, I'm not officially diagnosed, but holy crap. I mean, sometimes when I'm watching a war movie and the shells just hit the floor, or the shells hit the roof, or the shells hit something, and you can hear the sound, it just reminds me of the time that happened. And I've said it in other videos. The time that my mom and my brother and I were under the table, and we weren't getting hit directly. What was hitting us were the shell casings of the machine gun that was on the helicopter, and it just clink, 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 and you could just feel it. Right now it's just my teeth are tight. Haven't you seen? My teeth are tight. I can feel it. It just clink, 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 clink. I mean, every time I hear that, I'm like, ugh. You see me flush, right? So I know myself that, and I bring it up over and over and over to help you realize that all of us have these things. They may not be to that extreme, but we do have them. And also to help you realize that we're all in the same journey, ladies and gentlemen. We're all in the same journey. All of us are in the same journey. You are going through the things that I go through, going through the things that others go through, going through the things that other people in other countries go through. I mean, children of war, or torn because of war, we have a lot in common. We have a lot in common. PTSD is one of the things for most, but these memories suck. I mean, that's the bottom line that I can tell you, because it changes the way that I think. It gets me unfocused, and it gets my body anxious, and it gets my skin, it gets my hair on end. I mean, it's not the best thing, but I'm getting better though, because I sit in it. You have to sit in it, because what you're doing is you're separating the memory from the physical reaction. You're never going to forget, ladies and gentlemen. I tell this to the people, and I said this in another video, I tell this to the people that miss somebody that has died, like my dad, right? He passed away in March. My goodness, he passed away in March. And I mean, he was great. He and my mom support me a lot. And he was great, and he was very calm. He knew how to talk to me and how to get me set. And so, when situations have come up, besides my mom, I have to do it, or I talk to my brother as well. So I know myself, that I need somebody to just kind of give me a different perspective on how to deal with things. And so again, getting to know yourself, what you like, what you don't like, and what you hate, and what motivates you. Those are the 4 things that I would recommend you sit on. You write lists. You think about it. What you like, what you don't like, what you hate, and what motivates you. Those are the 4 things that I would start to do, so that way you can get to know yourself. It's amazing once you, and I don't want to say once you take control, but it's amazing once you know what physical reaction comes with those things, with the events or the dreams or whatever else, because you're able to make them smaller. I mean, before I would be in tears when I was younger if I were to be talking about the shell casings falling on the roof. Why? Because I felt helpless. And then I couldn't help my mom or my little brother. And so I felt hopeless for the longest time. So, I mean, again, I know myself that much. And I know that I'm dark. Remember what I told you before. Usually during Halloween, I'm like the Joker. I've been the Crow. I mean, I've been other things. And it's because, I do have a dark side. I mean, all of us do have a dark side. Remember, we go from the negative to the positive. We do have a dark side. And so, but by getting to know you, it doesn't come out as often as it usually does. So you have to make sure you practice. You write the list out, what you like, what you don't like, what you hate, and what motivates you. And you start working on some of these things, right? Take one, for example, what you like. What is it that you like? For me, music. Providing for my family and my friends. Supporting my friends and my families. Being there for somebody that is in crisis. Providing videos like this for all of you, so that way you can move forward. You can change the way that you think, right? Because if you think it, you do it. If you think it, you can do it. If you do it, you think it, right? And so I want to make sure that all of you have the same tools. So that way you will find, right, whichever resource that I provided, you'll find how to use it to balance your life. But it starts with getting to know yourself. I mean, that's why I'm bald. I said to myself, in the mornings, I'm not the early riser. I'd rather be bald so that way I can just brush my teeth, shave if I need to, shower, change, out the door. I mean, it's the choices that we make, right? But I know myself that I'm okay being bald. I'm okay. So, remember, you need to get to know yourself at a deeper level. The good, the bad, and the ugly. There's always good, there's always bad, and there's always ugly. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. If you want to connect with me on other social media platforms, on Facebook, you can search for me, Carlos Flores Jr. My face shows up. On Instagram, you can search for me at Back on Basics. On X, you can search for me at Back on Basics as well. On Threads, same thing, at Back on Basics. So, till next time, Back on Basics.